We are watching NXT Halloween Havoc 2024 live. They're showing Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia showing up to the arena. Cora, Jade, and Roxanne Perez also showing up. That's a tag team match that's happening on this show. They're showing Ethan Page, who will be challenging Trick Williams for the NXT World Championship. I don't know if they'll be the main event. I don't know if the... Oh yeah, they just mentioned that will be the main event of this show. Now they're showing the opening video package for the event. It's taking place in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Oh, that was Gigi Dolan narrating this video package. Tables, ladders, and scares will be taking place at this show. That is Tony D'Angelo, North American champion, facing off against Femi, the guy he took the title from. Andre Chase will be taking on Ridge Holland in an ambulance match. Ridge Holland has been taking out members of Chase University. I mean, the match I'm most looking forward to is Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade against Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. I have a feeling that's going to be the best match on the show. This is a long video package. That's one of my criticisms of WWE's premium live events. Too many video packages, too much time between matches. I'd rather have less of this and more matches so that more people can get on the show. But they choose to typically only have about 5 matches per event. And that's the way they want to do things. All right, so the video package is over. Now they're showing the inside of the arena. They got a cool Halloween setup at the front where the wrestlers will come through. Yeah, the first match on the show will be Femi challenging Tony D'Angelo for the NXT North American Championship. Tables, ladders, and scares. This is kind of like an Extreme Rules type of a show, I guess. I guess that's what they're going for here. By the way, they announced on the pre-show that Kelani Jordan will be defending her championship against 3 members of Fatal Influence in a gauntlet match. She'll have to face Jazmyn Nix first. If she gets through Jazmyn, she has to face Jacy Jane. If she gets through Jacy Jane, she's got to face Fallon Henley. So I'm thinking Kelani Jordan is losing her title tonight, because that would totally make those three women look like jokers if Kelani just runs through all three of them. I mean, I know they're very high on Kelani Jordan, and they think she's great, and she'll probably be on the main roster one day doing big things, but they can't have her run through those three girls. Those three girls could do great things too. Tables, ladders, and chairs are all legal. Victory occurs via pinfall or submission. So there's no climbing the ladder here to get the championship that's hanging or anything like that. It's just that foreign objects, specifically tables, ladders, and chairs, are encouraged and legal. That's all. Here comes Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, I'm expecting Femi to take the title back from Tony D'Angelo. And he's coming out by himself. He doesn't have his family with him. I fully expect Femi to take this title back because the ring announcer is dressed like Beetlejuice. But yeah, I expect Femi to take the title back because they probably view Femi as a guy who's going to make an impact on the main roster one day, and I doubt they feel the same way about Tony D'Angelo. Probably Tony and the rest of the family will be in NXT for a while. Maybe that girl that's in the group, she might move on to the main roster. The one with the strong Italian accent. Which I don't even know if that's a real accent or not, but... No. Match has started. They didn't even wait for the announcer to finish announcing them. Spear by Tony D'Angelo. 1, 2. Oh. Oh, wow. Clothesline to Femi. To Femi. Knocks him over the top rope. They're starting off fast in this match. I want to see how good this match is. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so Tony D'Angelo threw Femi into the ring post and then speared him through the barricade right next to where the announcer is. That's a good start. I'll tell you that. Very exciting way to start the show. With a flurry of brutal offense here. All right, Tony D'Angelo just pulled out a ladder, threw it in the ring. He just took the announce table cover off. He's got a second ladder. Oh, wow. Femi just showed up with a steel chair and clobbered Tony D'Angelo in the back with it. Oh, wow. Tony D'Angelo just threw a chair at Obafemi's head, knocked him off the ring apron. The crowd is already chanting for We Want Tables, and Obafemi returns the favor by clobbering Tony D'Angelo with a steel chair in the back. Choke slam on a steel chair by Obafemi. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Didn't get it. Again, this match is starting off well. I'm pleasantly surprised by these guys. They've already taken some real damage so far. Another chair shot to the back by Obafemi on Tony D'Angelo. Ooh. Right into the rib cage with the steel chair. Obafemi is really doing damage to Tony D'Angelo. Tony is trying to push off, and Obafemi kicked him. Oh, wow. Obafemi throws Tony D'Angelo into a ladder that was propped up in the corner. This would have been much better if this was a regular ladder match. I mean, this would, like, I'm looking at the ladders and I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have to set them up because there's no championship hanging above the ring. Why didn't they make this a ladder match? Why not? Maybe that question will be answered later, because I know that Ethan Page and Trick Williams will be facing each other in a Devil's Playground match, which I'm not even sure what that is, but I think Devil's Playground is some type of a hardcore match. Yeah, Obafemi's in control right now. Booker T is okay. Obafemi just slammed Tony D'Angelo on a ladder propped up in the corner. Booker T was asking, was the win by Tony D'Angelo, where he won the title, a fluke? And I think the answer to that question is going to be yes, it was, when Obafemi wins his title back here. All right. Obafemi takes out the first table. All right, D'Angelo's fighting back after being brutalized for the past few minutes. Oh, he almost ran right into a table, and then, yeah, whoa. Obafemi just like, he just like, my goodness, he just shouldered, goes for the cover, 1, 2, and Tony D'Angelo kicks out. But Obafemi just knocked Tony D'Angelo right into the table. The table exploded when Tony D'Angelo went through it. Yeah, he just ran right into him. Jeez. The crowd is chanting, "This is awesome." Now, a lot of times NXT crowds chant that, and it's not accurate, but in this case, this match is going really well. I'm pleasantly surprised by this Obafemi Tony D'Angelo match. They're doing a good job so far. Obafemi just pulled out a crowbar. Tony D'Angelo has a steel chair. Oh. Obafemi is trying to hit him with the crowbar, but Tony D'Angelo is blocking it with the steel chair, and then Obafemi kicked him in the face. Oh, now he's got the crowbar in Tony D'Angelo's mouth, and like has like a submission hold on him. No, he's still got that submission locked in with this crowbar. Submission attempt. Obafemi goes for the cover, gets a 2 count. Again, Obafemi has this submission attempt using a crowbar, basically pressed against Tony D'Angelo's face and mouth. Okay, Tony D'Angelo's getting to his feet, trying to break out of this. And no, Obafemi still has it locked in. D'Angelo's backing him against the turnbuckle. Oh, wow. And he got out of it, but then Obafemi clotheslined him to the back of the head. Tony D'Angelo just flipped Obafemi over the top of his head. Now, Tony D'Angelo's taking a steel chair and destroying Obafemi with it, and did a belly-to-belly suplex onto a steel chair. Spine buster by D'Angelo, goes for the cover, gets a 2 count. See, that's the one thing I don't like about these NXT matches. There's no selling. It's like all of a sudden Tony D'Angelo has all this energy now. He was just getting brutalized by Obafemi. And like he's just walking around like nothing has happened in this match. He's been destroyed. Should be limping around. Tony D'Angelo pulling out another table. Number 1 has already exploded. And he went through it, by the way. And he looks like he has no damage on him at all. Learn how to sell, Tony. Obafemi picked up Tony D'Angelo and dropped him, and they're teasing that Tony D'Angelo has some kind of a right knee injury here. But Obafemi's on the outside. And he's dragging Tony D'Angelo outside the ring. Oh no. Oh no, he dragged him to the corner. He has zip ties. And just zip tied Tony to the bottom turnbuckle. Somebody came. Oh no, here comes Tony D'Angelo's family, but they're getting destroyed by destroyed by Obafemi. Rizzo, who is the female in the group, she's in the ring tending to Tony D'Angelo. Obafemi is leering at Rizzo, almost teasing that he's about to put her through a table. Obafemi is still... Oh no, Rizzo has a crowbar. And Obafemi grabbed it from her. Well, that bought Tony some time. And Tony just speared Obafemi through the ropes, through a ladder that was set up on the outside. Again, this is a good match. Doing a good job here. Everything is well plotted, well executed. I think the ending of the match is going to be Obafemi doing something to Tony D'Angelo's knee, probably putting him through the table in the ring and then pinning him. Oh, big clothesline by Obafemi. Again, there is no selling. Power bomb by Obafemi. 2. Tony D'Angelo kicked out after 2. Again, no selling. Obafemi just got speared through the ropes through a steel ladder. And he was just up like it was nothing. Still is. That's the problem. Oh, crowbar shot from Rizzo. Steel chair shot. Shatter machine by Tony D'Angelo's family. Oh, wait. And then spine buster through a table. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a good match. Tony D'Angelo retains, which is not what I was expecting. But yes, well plotted, well executed. Good job by both guys and the family. Tony D'Angelo, the family, Obafemi, they just put on a show. That's about as good of an opening match as you're going to get on an NXT show. See, my hope is that one day the NXT that we're watching right now becomes as good as the NXT from like 2012, 2013, 2014. That was the golden age. That's when you had Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Becky Lynch, all in NXT. There's more too. Pac was in NXT as Adrian Neville. So that was the golden age. So I'm hoping one day they return to that. And they just started off with a good match. So that gives me some hope. I wasn't too familiar with Tony D'Angelo's work up until this match. So I like what I saw from him. But it took the whole family for Tony D'Angelo to retain. So maybe Obafemi is on his way to the main roster after losing here like this. That's going to be a tough match to follow. I wonder what match they put next. My guess is they're going to put one of the women's matches, probably the Kelani Jordan match. I think Kelani Jordan will be losing that title. I don't know to who, though. I mean, the predictable thing would be that Fallon Henley wins it. But it would be more interesting if Jacy Jane won it. Like if Kelani couldn't get through Jacy Jane. So Fallon Henley doesn't even get a shot at the title tonight. It ends with Jacy Jane. Well, we'll see. But I'm glad they did something interesting with that match instead of just having it be a one-on-one. Because that keeps it interesting. They're they're interviewing Lexis King backstage. Talking about Lexis King has a match coming up on NXT and he's looking for a corner man. William Regal has shown up and he will be Lexis King's corner man. Oh, wait a second. They're doing the women's tag team match now. Cora, Jade, and Roxanne Perez versus Giulia, and Stephanie Vaquer. That's a surprise. I would have thought that would be later in the show. I am fully expecting Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia to win this match because their future is, you know, huge on the main roster. I mean, the matches those two could have with people. Here comes Stephanie Vaquer. She's getting a big reaction. Half of her face is painted like, almost like Thunder Rosa. And here comes Giulia. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez pull off a win here because of some accidental dissension between Vaquer and Giulia, because I'm sure they want to have those two feud at some point. I could totally see that happening. So, but I just highly doubt Vaquer and Giulia are gonna lose to these two, because these two are very young and they have such a long future ahead of them. And they're probably going to be in NXT for a while, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, because they've been here for a while. They're going to probably still be here for longer. Vaquer and Giulia, I mean, I would imagine they'd be on the main roster within a year. So that's why I'm expecting them to get the win. Cora Jade has a knee brace on her left knee. Stephanie Vaquer and Cora Jade starting the match. And Giulia gets tagged in. Climbs to the top turnbuckle. Double axe handle on Cora Jade's arm. Cora Jade just tagged in NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Roxanne and Stephanie now locking up. Oh, arm drag by Roxanne on Stephanie. Oh wow, Stephanie went for a pin with a bridge. Didn't get the pinfall. Now they're doing pin for pin. They're going for here. Roxanne went for her own pinfall attempt. Now Stephanie Vaquer has a... Oh my goodness. Stephanie Vaquer just wrapped her legs around Roxanne Perez's neck and then flipped her over and rammed her face into the canvas about like 5 times. Went for the cover, Roxanne kicked out. That's one of my favorite moves that Stephanie Vaquer just did. Okay, she tags in Giulia. Stephanie Vaquer, 619 to Roxanne Perez. Yo, Giulia, drop kick to... Whoa. Super kick by Stephanie on Cora. Double elbow. Oh, they're having their way with those two now. Oh. Roxanne Perez going for a submission attempt, but Giulia counters. Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia had their opponents in submission holds there, but they both made it to the ropes. Now, Cora and Roxanne are on the outside here. Giulia climbs to the top turnbuckle. Drop kick. Goes for the cover. Roxanne Perez kicks out. I gotta say, like, Giulia and Stephanie look like they're having fun out here. So far, just like Giulia and Stephanie are being presented as far superior to Roxanne and Cora. And now Cora and Roxanne are beating down on Giulia when the referee was distracted. Oh, wow. Drop kick by Roxanne on Giulia. Cora Jade is the legal woman, so she went for the cover, but Giulia kicked out. Cora Jade, elbow to the back of Giulia's head, went for the cover, kick out by Giulia. Now, Cora has a chin lock on Giulia. Again, the match has been pretty good so far. Chin lock still locked in by Cora Jade. And Giulia's getting to her feet. Breaks the hold. Rolls up Cora Jade. Cora Jade kicks out. Clothesline by Cora. Cora tags in Roxanne. They just said Perez hasn't lost a match since February. Well, tonight would be the night to do it. Facing off against Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. Giulia and Roxanne just knocked each other down. Stephanie is going to get the hot tag. Roxanne is going for the tag to Cora, but Cora's nowhere to be found. She got knocked down somewhere on the outside. And Giulia tags in Stephanie. Ooh, springboard. Cross body on Roxanne. By Stephanie. Stephanie, eat defeat. Whoa. Oh, Stephanie landing headbutts on Cora Jade. Ooh. She hit sort of like a haluva kick on, what's her face? Roxanne. Roxanne elbowed Stephanie and Stephanie no-sold it. Oh, whoa. Dragon screw to Roxanne's leg over there. Goes for the cover, 1-2. Roxanne gets up. And this has basically like been a showcase for Stephanie and Giulia. Almost like the WWE saying, hey, look at who we have. Stephanie and Giulia landing headbutts on Roxanne and Cora. Oh, double super kick by Roxanne and Cora. Cora Jade just hit a coffin drop on Stephanie and Giulia. Roxanne throws Stephanie back in the ring. Head scissors takedown by Roxanne. She locks in a submission hold. That crippler crossface. Vaquer just turned it into a pinfall attempt. Roxanne kicked out. Oh. Stephanie Vaquer sitting on the top turnbuckle. Show. Roxanne just did a Hurricane Rana. And Stephanie is now in the middle of the ring. Cora Jade on the top turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Whoa. That was like a swanton bomb. 1, 2. And Giulia breaks up the cover. And then Roxanne is now going after Giulia. It is a good match. It's a good tag team match. Giulia just landed a big move on Roxanne. Cora just did a gut wrench to Giulia. You know, a lot of these matches have me wondering who's the agent for these matches, because these are well plotted. Ooh. Stephanie Vaquer just flipped Cora Jade over the top of her head. The crowd is clapping. They're liking what they're seeing. Stephanie is going for the tag to Giulia, gets it. Knee to the face of Cora Jade. 1, 2. Cora just hit a knee to Giulia's face. Gigantic suplex off the top rope by Giulia. Holy cow. Okay, that's the end of the match. Yeah. Okay, so Giulia did a gigantic superplex off the top turnbuckle to Roxanne Perez. And right after she lands, Stephanie Vaquer does this unbelievable like corkscrew moonsault type of thing onto Roxanne and pins her. Pins the NXT Women's Champion. So, as expected, Giulia and Stephanie win the match. And that puts them right into the NXT Women's title hunt. Giulia has already had a shot. Obviously, that was ruined by Cora Jade. So Stephanie Vaquer will probably get the next shot. And Roxanne has held that title for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of these two women is the one who takes the title off of her. The lights just went out. They're showing a video package for that new superstar who debuted this past week. I think her name is Zaria or Zara. Well, we'll find out how you pronounce it in a second. She's from Australia. There she is, appearing at the top of the arena. Looking at all of them, all 4 women. So they're bringing this Zaria in as a major star right off the bat. Because she's looking at the 4 top women in the brand. They're showing a commercial for Crown Jewel, which will be taking place next week. Again, I'm not so interested in world champion versus world champion matches. I mean, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther will probably be a great match, but you know, there's not going to be a clean finish. There's no way. They can't make either of those guys look bad. And Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan, there's probably going to be some shenanigans with Tiffany Stratton and her Money in the Bank briefcase. So we'll see what happens, you know. I'm just hoping for a good match. Not expecting clean finishes in either of them. They just showed a Slim Jim commercial with LA Knight and Bianca Belair. I've seen that like a million times already, but I always think about CM Punk telling a story about how WWE wouldn't let him become the new face of Slim Jim. Like the way Macho Man was in his heyday, they wouldn't let Punk do it when Punk was, on fire back in like 2011, 2012, 2013. They wouldn't let him do it. And now look, they're letting the other people do it now. Cedric Alexander and Javon Evans are talking backstage. Cedric Alexander and Javon Evans will be getting a tag title match on Tuesday. They're showing Dave LaGreca, Bubba Ray Dudley from Busted Open Radio in the crowd. They were on the pre-show too, with Sam Roberts. Yeah, that was a decent tag team match. I still think the D'Angelo Obafemi match was better than that tag match, but again, I'm wondering who is assisting in laying out these matches because they're very well done. Very well laid out. I mean, I think the NXT has, the NXT Performance Center. They have all these different coaches and stuff. I mean, they probably have a bunch of brilliant minds. And I'm pretty sure they put them to good use when having shows like this, trying to deliver the absolute best matches possible. See, this is the problem with these WWE PLEs. Too much dead time. It's like garbage time. Too many video packages, too many interviews, too many commercials. Now they're showing a video package for the Andre Chase, Ridge Holland, yeah. Yeah, Andre Chase, Ridge Holland ambulance match. they're showing how Ridge Holland Andre Chase were tag champs, and they lost it to Axiom and his tag team partner. And then Ridge attacked Andre Chase after the match. I mean, he foreshadowed it. He said as long as they're tag team champions, he was gonna be with the group. But then once they lost it, that was the end of that. Then Ridge Holland proceeded to beat the heck out of every member of Chase University until Andre Chase came back. I could totally see Thea Hale turning on Chase U in this match, costing Andre Chase the match. I could totally see that. Or we could have a different situation where all the members of Chase U return to take out Ridge Holland and get rid of him. See, I think these events really should be a lot better timed out in terms of the matches taking up most of the time on the show and not all this extra stuff, because then you could have more matches. If you just do this video package stuff on the TV show, which sometimes they do, but then they do it again at this show. Because we're an hour into the show, there's only been 2 matches. But I mean, that's to be expected, right? Because they only announced, 5 matches for the whole show? They have an ambulance in the entranceway with a big spider on top of it. I don't know why Ridge Holland wears that mask. I'm sure they explained it at some point. Yeah, I could see this going either way. Ridge Holland, Andre Chase, because there's going to be interference by some member or members of Chase University. You know that's what's coming. I mean, it could be a big triumphant victory for Andre Chase if all the members come back, they all celebrate at the end. Or it could be a disaster where you have Thea Hale turn on everyone and cost Andre Chase the match. Andre Chase is dressed like Freddy Krueger here. Andre Chase does not have the physique of a pro wrestler at all. I just think it's hilarious. First superstar to put their opponent in the ambulance and shut the doors will be the winner. Oh, wow. The match has started. Cannonball by Andre Chase on Ridge Holland. There's no way Andre Chase is beating Ridge Holland clean. No way. So you know there's going to be interference here. Because... Oh. Ridge Holland just threw Andre Chase over the barricade into the fans. Andre Chase standing on the barricade. Oh, Luthez press. Landing punches on Ridge Holland. They're fighting up the entranceway. By the way, Thea Hale is nowhere to be found. Obviously, no other members of Chase U around. I think Ridge destroyed them all, but I totally expect them to return in this match. They're already by the ambulance. Ridge Holland just pulled a gurney out of the ambulance, and he just threw Andre Chase in the ambulance. He's about to close the door, and Chase is stopping him. Kicks Holland right in the face multiple times. Chase has a fire extinguisher, just used it on Ridge Holland there. Oh, belly to belly suplex by Ridge Holland on Andre Chase. Oh, Ridge Holland has the gurney and wheels it right into Andre Chase. Now he's trying to do it again. This time Andre moved out of the way. Andre just tackled, well, not really tackled, but landed on Ridge Holland, took him down. Ridge Holland in control. They're both in the ring now. Going for a vertical suplex here. Holds up Andre Chase. Oh, boy. And slams him down. Ridge Holland has a steel chair now. And looking for more stuff. Oh, pulls out a couple of kendo sticks. Oh, and he's hitting Andre Chase with that kendo stick. Yeah, he's landing shots on him. I just think it's hilarious that they got to make this kind of look like a fair match between these two guys. Ridge Holland is a huge bodybuilder. Andre Chase looks like he's so out of shape. He might not be. He just looks that way. Jeez. So there's a chair set up in the middle of the ring. Ridge Holland put Andre Chase on it, sitting down, and now Ridge is punching him in the face. Slapped him in the face. Oh, wow. Drop toe hold by Andre Chase into Ridge onto the steel chair, and the steel chair went flying. That looked really good. That was good. Again, this is another well-designed match here so far. They both got kendo sticks, and they're hitting each other's sticks. Oh, Chase hits Ridge in the stomach and on the back. Oh, side Russian leg sweep using the kendo stick. Doing that CHASE stomp. It's the weirdest gimmick, this Chase U thing. I mean, Thea Hale's my favorite part of the whole thing, always has been, but still, it's just such a strange gimmick. Chase U. I mean, Chase, Andre Chase. Crossbody off the top turnbuckle. Now he's got a steel chair. To Ridge Holland's back. And Ridge Holland just slammed Andre Chase down on the outside. Crowd's booing. Ridge Holland just lifted up the mats to expose, I guess that's supposed to be concrete or something. Uh-oh. Whoa! Andre Chase just dropped Ridge Holland back first onto that concrete. Oh! Andre just took that gurney that was laying around and just rolled it right into Ridge, just like Ridge did to him earlier. Knocks Ridge down again with the gurney. Now Ridge is right in front of the announce table. credit to the entire NXT crew. I'm enjoying the show so far. Uh-oh. Ridge. Oh, wow. He just picked him up by the neck and threw Andre Chase into the side of the ring. Oh, here we go. Announce table. Someone's going through it. No, it's going to be Chase putting... Oh, wow. Andre Chase DDT to Ridge Holland on the announce table. Table did not break. Ridge Holland just threw Andre Chase into the steel steps. And the quality of these matches is so much better than the quality of the main roster PLE matches. And I really think it has something to do with whoever is assigned to be the agents for these matches, whoever is laying this stuff out. I don't know who is responsible, but they deserve a raise. I didn't think I would enjoy this show as much as I am enjoying these matches. And credit to the whole NXT crew, including the wrestlers, obviously, as well. Ridge and Andre Chase are now right where the ambulance is, and Ridge is in control. The ending of the match could be coming soon. Yeah, I don't think they're going to drag this on much longer. I think this is... Okay, yeah, the ending is coming. Ridge Holland has a pumpkin. The crowd is cheering because I'm guessing there's a member... there's a member of Chase U somewhere. Maybe not, but... Andre Chase just threw a pumpkin at it. Ridge Holland. Andre Chase is standing on top of the ambulance now. Oh, wow. Cannonball. To Ridge Holland. Andre Chase opens the ambulance door. Throws Ridge Holland in. Trying to close the door, but Ridge is stopping him. Ridge is stopping him. Andre is punching him now. Trying to close it. Ridge won't let him. And now he's gouging out, or he's scratching, raking the eyes of Andre Chase. And so Ridge climbs out of the ambulance. Oof. I think he just hit him with the door. Oh, now he's about to do a... Okay, yeah, he just... Andre Chase just went face first into that ambulance door. Ridge Holland. Redeemer DDT to Andre Chase on the floor right outside the ambulance. Oh. Everyone's booing. Ridge throws Chase in, slams the door. Ridge wins. No appearances by Chase University members. Come on, Thea Hale. You can't. You're not going to come out to defend Andre Chase. Good match though. Good match. All of the matches have been good so far. 3. 2 to go. I think the Gauntlet match will be fun no matter what. Just because it's designed to be that way. You want to see if Kelani Jordan can get through all 3 of these women. I don't think she's gonna. Because that would make them... I mean, that would destroy Fatal Influence's star power. Because you're basically saying Kelani is better than all 3 of them in one night. I mean, it's like... So next up, it will be the Gauntlet match. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm looking forward more to that match than the Ethan Page Trick Williams match. I mean, it's going to be tough for Ethan Page and Trick Williams. They got to follow all these good matches. Watch. Well, no, I don't want to jinx them. We'll see how they do. But I mean, geez, it's tough acts to follow. Right now, they're advertising that NXT will be going to the ECW Arena at the beginning of November. I was just looking at some other streams that people are doing on YouTube for NXT Halloween Havoc, and one person is wearing a Halloween costume. She's a girl dressed up like a guy with a fake beard and stuff. Okay. See, again, that's the problem with these PLEs. Too many commercials, too many video packages, too many promos and that have nothing to do with the show themselves. Like they're showing backstage segments that are setting up the next episode of NXT. They're not showing backstage segments relevant to this show. Now, that's my problem. I mean, if you go to my live reaction to WWF King of the Ring 1999, now the matches on that show, were they as good as this This show? No. But was it a more entertaining show? Yes, it was. And they had some decent matches, at least one or two. But really, it was a much more entertaining show overall. Plot twists and this and that, and they didn't have all this dead space on the show. I mean, come on, yo. WWE knew how to put on a show back in 1999. So why don't they know how to put on a show today? Standards are too low. And so they've lowered their quality standards. Although many people will think that today's WWE is like, oh my goodness, it's the most amazing thing ever. And I totally disagree. Nothing compared to Monday Night Wars television in terms of WWF, WCW, the pay-per-views, you know, Raw, SmackDown, Nitro, Thunder. Nothing they're doing today comes anywhere close to what they did back then. Now they're showing Nathan Frazier and Axiom training for their tag title match on Tuesday. Again, they care more about promoting their show on Tuesday than the show that's going on right now. This is what my issue with these PLEs are. Ava, the general manager, is being interviewed backstage. She's saying that when NXT goes to the ECW arena, Lola Vice will face Jada Parker in a hardcore match with Dawn Marie as the special guest referee. Again, so much time spent on promoting future events. This is one of your biggest events. Halloween Havoc, come on, yo. How often does NXT get these events? Like every other month? Here comes Fatal Influence for their Gauntlet match. Jazmyn Nix, Jacy Jane, Fallon Henley. Jazmyn Nix will be first. By the way, they were promoting a match with Lexis King facing off against Charlie Dempsey in a Heritage Cup match on Tuesday. William Regal being in the corner of Lexis King is interesting because Lexis King's opponent is William Regal's son. So here comes Kelani Jordan. What would be hilarious is if Kelani loses to Jazmyn Nix in the first match. That's not what's going to happen. We all know Kelani is at least getting through Jazmyn Nix, at the very least. NXT Women's North American Championship on the line right now. Let's see. I mean, this show has had 3 good matches. Bell is rung. Knee to the stomach by Jazmyn. I mean, this first match is probably just going to be, oh, wow. Kelani just did a springboard moonsault to the outside onto Jazmyn. Yeah, this first match is just going to be a showcase for Kelani. She's just dominating here. 1, 2, Jazmyn kicks out. Yeah, Jazmyn's just there to... She's there to make Kelani look good. Fisherman suplex by Jazmyn Nix on Kelani. Inside cradle by Kelani on Jazmyn. Kelani on the top rope now. 450 splash. That's it. 1, 2, 3. So Kelani gets through the first member of Fatal Influence. Here comes Jacy Jane. Now again, if I was in charge here, I would have Jacy Jane win this one. Win the title here. And not go the predictable route of Kelani getting through her too. That's what I would do. Throw a curveball. Jacy Jane's been around for a while. You can have her be NXT champion. Oh, wow. NXT North American champion. I mean, Fallon Henley has been around for a little while too, but I think Jacy Jane has been the bigger star. Kelani just did a crazy corkscrew plancha to the outside. Crossbody on Jacy, and Jacy kicks out. Yeah, Kelani takes a lot of risks. Jacy Jane kicked to the midsection of Kelani. Kelani went for a split-legged moonsault. Jacy Jane blocks, got her in the tree of woe, and is throwing her, kicking her in the tree of woe. Knee to the face by Jacy Jane. Kelani gets the shoulder up. Jacy Jane now has a submission attempt on Kelani. Kelani back to her feet. In the corner. Jacy Jane playing to the crowd. Oh, and that cost her. Kelani elbow. Kick by Kelani. Kelani knocks down Jacy. Knocks her down again. Cartwheel by Kelani. Jacy catches her. And Kelani reverses. Arm drag. Goes for a pinfall attempt. Jacy does, but Kelani gets out of it. Neck breaker by Jacy. Oh, wow. Kelani got this bridge pin on Jacy Jane and won. Wow. So here comes Fallon Henley. I'm expecting Fallon. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so Jacy just clotheslined. What's her name? Kelani. And I think Fallon Henley going for the cover. 1, 2, and Fallon does not get it done. But I expect Fallon Henley to win here. You know, especially you got Jazmyn Nix and Jacy Jane. They're around, so I mean they're not at ringside. They're not really showing them, but obviously they could come back and cost Kelani the title. Kelani doesn't need the title, and this would be the perfect place to lose it too, by trying to go through 3 women. Fallon Henley is going to win this. Watch. Fallon Henley just hit a great suplex and then went for the cover. Kelani kicks out. You know, so far this final match here is probably the sloppiest of the 3. Kelani goes for the cover. Fallon kicks out. Well, Fallon went for a springboard kick, missed it. This is both women knocked each other down. Again, this is not as interesting as the other. As the other 2 matches, so it's a good thing they made it a gauntlet match. Otherwise, it would probably have been a boring match between these 2. Kelani just landed split-legged moonsault by Kelani on Fallon, but Jazmyn Nix, like I said, they're around, so Jazmyn comes to distract the referee. Kelani goes for the cover, but it took too long, so Fallon kicked out. Now is she going for another split-legged? Oh, no, she's on the top turnbuckle. Here comes Jacy Jane, distracting her. Kelani kicks her down. Kelani going for the 450. Fallon gets the knees up. Here's the finish, watch. Fallon with like a shining wizard. 1, 2, 3. Fallon Henley wins. Yep. As expected. You can't have Kelani beat all three of these girls. You crazy? I would have given the title to Jacy, but hey, what are you going to do? Lights just went out. Here comes that Zarya video package again. Wow, they're really high on this Zarya character. Like she's going to be dominating the women's division or something. She's in the ring, behind Fatal Influence. Headbutt to Jacy. Clothesline to Jazmyn. Zarya, spear to Fallon Henley. Oh, she is... oh, yeah. F5. She really is a powerhouse. F5 to Fallon Henley. So, looks like Fallon has her first contender. Well, one more match left. Again, more advertisements. They spend so much time between these matches doing this. Once again, they reminded us NXT will be going to the ECW arena beginning in November. I'm expecting Trick Williams to retain. against Ethan Page. This is a Devil's Playground match, which I think is just a hardcore match, but we'll find out if there's any special rules. But yeah, I absolutely think Trick Williams is winning. So I still say best match on the show was Oba Femi, Tony D'Angelo, Tables, Ladder, Scares. The women's tag team match was good. The ambulance match was fine too. The worst match on the show so far was this Gauntlet match, mainly because of the final segment with Fallon, Henley, and Kelani Jordan. That was not the way to end that match. I don't know what that was, but everything else was fine so far. Too many commercials, yo. All right, Tony D'Angelo and the family backstage. Zarya will be making her in-ring debut on NXT on Tuesday. There's a totally different vibe to this NXT show than the main roster. Dave LaGreca and Bubba Ray Dudley are in the fans. They're talking, and then Ridge Holland just showed up. Bubba Ray Dudley is like threatening Ridge Holland for interrupting him. Devil's Playground on the way. Trick Williams, Ethan Page. Tatum Paxley is Tatum Paxley just spun the wheel to decide what kind of match he's gonna have with Wendy Chu. Casket match. They're showing a video package to hype the Ethan Page Trick Williams match. Yeah, I don't think Ethan Page is winning this one. That's true. Trick Williams just mentioned something. Ethan Page has never beaten Trick Williams, never pinned him. Trick Williams lost the title when Ethan Page pinned somebody else. Here comes Ethan Page. Here comes Trick Williams. All right, here's Ethan Page stomping Trick Williams to start the match. Knee to Trick Williams facing the corner. Trick rolls outside. Ethan Page just took a steel chair from under the ring. Trick Williams has his own steel chair. Oh, wow. Trick Williams just knocked the chair out of Ethan's hand and now just landed 4 chair shots to Ethan's back. Ethan's outside the ring now. Ethan just pushed Trick into the side of the ring. Does it again. Ethan Page just picked up a pumpkin off the announce table. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Tried to hit Trick in the face with it. Trick catches the pumpkin and puts it on Ethan's head. Trick is now punching Ethan in the pumpkin that was on Ethan's head. Broke the pumpkin, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Ethan kicks out. Trick is in control. One thing I have noticed about these matches, they were mostly paced very well. I know I said they were well laid out, but also the pace. You know, they're not rushing here. And I like to see that. I like when they slow things down. Oh, wow. Trick just dropped Ethan face first onto the ladder that is sitting on the side of the ring. Now they're going into the fans now. They went over the barricade. Oh, they are going deep into the crowd. Oh, Trick just dropped Ethan on a trash can, went for the cover. Ethan kicks out. Falls count anywhere for this match. By the way, Vic Joseph, one of the commentators, he's dressed like David S. Pumpkins. And Ethan Page made fun of him for that. No, kick to, to Trick Williams. And then, wow, he put the chair around Trick's neck and rammed him into the ring post. Now DDT on the steel chair, going for the cover. 1, 2, Trick kicks out. Oh, Ethan Page got a ladder. and just rammed it into Trick's stomach. Oh, wow. Ethan just hit a sidewalk slam to Trick through a chair that was set up. And Trick was, man, was, I mean, he's in pain. But Trick kicked out of a pinfall attempt by Ethan Page. Jeez. Oh, wow. Ethan Page just flipped Trick back first onto a steel chair. Went for the cover. Trick kicked out. Trick, DDT, middle of the ring. Trick Williams is making a comeback here. Kip up. Ethan kick to the face of Trick Williams. Going for Ego's Edge. And Trick slips out. Big knee. Trick shot landed. Went for the cover, put his leg on the rope, Ethan did. So match continues. Ethan rolls out of the ring. The commentators are correcting the referee, saying there's no rope break in the match. And I guess that was a mistake because Ethan also got his shoulder up because I think he realized, oh, there's no rope break. Ethan looks like he's got a bag of thumbtacks, but we'll find out if that's what it is. They don't really like using thumbtacks. I don't. Oh no, it's like. I mean, they call it nuts and bolts. It really looks like a bunch of washers. So they don't use thumbtacks anymore. They use these like, okay, no, there are nuts. Oh yeah. Neck breaker on the nuts and bolts. I think that's so funny that they use a bunch of washers. No thumbtacks. I don't even know, why do they even use that stuff? A bag full of like nuts and bolts. Why even do that? It's such a lame thing. Everyone's expecting thumbtacks and then they pull that out. Ethan just threw Trick Williams into the ring post on the outside. Ethan is trying to get a little bit of a break here, trying to recover after that move on the nuts and bolts. Neck breaker on the nuts and bolts. Ethan Page is grabbing the steel steps. Uh-oh, Trick Williams. Double axe handle to the back of Ethan Page. Uh-oh. Ethan Page sees that Trick Williams is bleeding. And I think in the lead up to this match, Ethan mentioned that Trick had never bled in a match. Well, he's bleeding now. And he's going for Ego's Edge through the announce table. Oh, wow, he hit it. That could be the end of this one. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Trick Williams gets the shoulder up. That was a big move. So the ending is probably near. Blood is pouring out of Trick Williams' mouth. I think Trick's going to end up winning. Just so that he could say he toughed it out and was able to make it through even though he was bleeding and went through a table. Uh-oh. Medical staff is checking on Trick Williams. They might stop this match, but Trick is trying to fight through it. Yeah, that's the story of this. Trick is going to fight through it. Trick is going to try to fight through it here. He's trying to get back in the ring, but I think Ethan Page is ready for him. They're not showing Ethan. Oh, wow. Ethan just slammed Trick on the steel steps. Trick Williams landed like lower back first on those steel steps. Ethan Page just tried to drop steel steps onto Trick Williams. That didn't work. Uranagi by Trick on Ethan Page on the steel steps. Trick Williams picked up the steel steps, but Ethan Page kicked him low. Low blow by Ethan Page. Now Ethan just slapped Trick Williams in the face. Ethan is picking up the steel steps. He's going to get low blowed. Watch. Yep. Trick Williams just low blowed him. Oh, wow. Trick Williams just knocked down Ethan Page with the steel steps. I'm telling you, ending is coming soon here. Trick shot. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that match wasn't that good. But Trick Williams retains the championship. So if I had to describe this show, they started off with a very good match between Tony D'Angelo and Femi. Then the women's tag match, Cora, Jade, and Roxanne Perez versus Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. That was good too. Then they had the ambulance match with Chase versus Ridge Holland. That was all right too. It was the final two matches that were kind of a letdown. The Gauntlet match that ended with Fallon Henley winning the North American title. Yeah, it was a little sloppy with Kelani Jordan at the end of that match. And then this main event was just okay. It wasn't anything special. But Trick Williams retains. And he was made to look like he was tough enough to hang in there with Ethan Page in a hardcore match. And he retains. Match was okay. Nothing super spectacular, though. Now they're showing Trick Williams. Oh, Ridge Holland just came from behind to attack Trick Williams. So now you know who the #1 contender is going to be. Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do. Ethan Page is Redeemer DDT by Ridge Holland on Trick. Bubba Ray Dudley just came in the ring and is helping out Trick Williams. Knocking down Ridge Holland, knocking down Ethan Page. Yeah, I don't know if a 50-year-old Bubba Ray Dudley should be getting involved in this kind of stuff. That kind of makes these NXT guys look kind of weak. Bubba Ray Dudley, who is about 52 years old. Oh, I'm guessing they're doing this to set up a Bubba Ray Dudley match at the ECW arena. That's why. The show itself was okay. You know, they had 3 matches that were worth watching, or 3.5 maybe. But once Kelani got in there with Fallon Henley, the show went downhill. And what are you gonna do? So that was NXT Halloween Havoc 2024. Thank you for watching.